Hi, welcome guys to a Beyond All Reason video. This is my first video ever. I am Panda, and I'm going to be casting Beyond All Reason kind of ranked games, pro games, whatever you want to call them. These players are insanely good at the game, and we're just going to be watching them, discussing their moves, their plays, and kind of just having a look, see how they do. I first got into this game because I watched a couple casting videos myself, and I found out the game was free. Tried it out, loved it, amazing. Now we're here. This is going to just be casting videos. I started off with RTS games with Halo Wars on the Xbox 360. Went to Supreme Commander 2 as well. I don't know if that was on the Xbox 360 or not. I think it might have been Xbox One or something. But then, now this. I really like this game. It's quite simple. I looked at StarCraft. It looked too complicated. I say I looked at StarCraft. I watched like a video of some pro players. I was like, oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. That looks way too. I also just like. I'm sorry if I'm offending like StarCraft players, but like the alien things kind of just. They're not intuitive. Like everything in this game kind of looks like what it should do. Whereas the little bug dudes kind of just don't really have. They all look like the same. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But essentially, I'm pretty bad at the game. We're going to get better together. And by watching these people play, because they're very good at the game. These are some of the top ranked players. Boldir at the moment, I think top 3. I think Wraxell's like top 5, or maybe even top 3 as well. But everything in this game is physics based. That's why one of the reasons why I love it. So as you can see, there's a height map. So only certain units can actually pass up these kind of areas of the terrain. So this tick is actually a bot, which have higher maneuverability, but don't do as much damage as vehicles. But looks like both of these players have gone for bots. Now at the moment, Armada is the meta pick. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Armada in the recent games, at least. Armada is one of the factions. There's also Cortex, and they've also brought out a third faction, but it's not ready for ranked as of yet. I think they're trying to balance it to make sure that people can play it and not complain. All of this is free and backed by the users, which is lovely. It makes such a good community. I haven't met most of the community, but just from the get-go, it seems amazing. Everyone's so nice. But yeah, let's start off by doing some casting. The reason why a lot of casters talk in the beginning is because there's not really much going on. Every game is the same. You know, there's not much variety. You know, you've got the same kind of units. These pawns, very versatile, very fast, actually pretty high damage. And these ticks kind of used to catch you off guard. AFK calm. That apparently is a GG. Calling. 2 Boldir there. Now again, it's just all the same. These radars, very physics based. Obviously, they can't look past things that are blocking them. Not a very good example of a radar getting blocked. But as you can see, they can't look over terrain. It's a flat plane, like how radars operate in real life. And some pawns moving out here from Wraxell's side. Also same with Boldir. So very similar plays by both of the players. Similar plays by both of the players. Okay, well, good job me, I guess. It's amazing. Ooh, something just blew up. Looks like Wraxell's trying to get behind Boldir, but he's probably going to get spotted. Now, it may look obvious to us what's going on because we can see everything. However, just to show you a little bit of what the player can see. There you go. Not much at all. This radar does give him kind of information on what's coming in. Doesn't tell him what exactly is coming in. If we switch over to Wraxell here, see, he can see those units now as he's seen them on his vision. But as soon as he doesn't see them on the vision, they turn into these blue dots, and that could be anything. Could be a tier 3 unit. It's going to blow up his whole base in 4 minutes. Now, just kind of a heads up, please leave your suggestions and any kind of critiques. Okay, maybe not critiques. Don't leave your critiques. Any suggestions, anything you want to put, please put it in the comments. It really helped me out because I'm just learning, and we're gonna get better at the game together. A little bit of exchange here from the pawns. Now, every kind of little mistake here made by either of these players is going to have a massive impact on the game because they're both probably equally as efficient, equally as good at managing things. It's just about exploiting the mistakes and causing as many mistakes as possible as well. We've got big force coming over here by Boldir. See if he can punch through anything here. Like I said, any of these kind of structures will slow Wraxell down. Looks like Wraxell's trying to push with his own. So it's almost about to blow up. Engine smooth. No, he backed off there. So he's had to micromanage over there. That left this force over here to escape from Wraxell's grasp. Just make sure I was recording there. I recorded one of these and didn't record at all. So, well, yeah. Kind of sucked, to be honest. Most of these games are about 30 to 40 minutes. Some of them going above an hour. But I enjoy this game, so I'm not bothered. Like I said, it's quite intuitive. It's based off of physics. So, during that, every kind of particle that is shot out all of these units is able to hit your own units. So there is friendly fire, but it's kind of just not even considered friendly fire. It's just there, you know. If you have a big tank into a bunch of your own little units, it shoots, misses the enemy, and then hits your guys. All of those guys are going to blow up. As you can see, some of them hitting their own troops there. We're going to see it much later on, more examples. Now, very even game. And a lot of these early games are just about using these pawns, especially if you're both Armada, to try and get around your enemy. Try and get some sort of mistake out of them. Grab them by the throat and shake them. Such a satisfying noise when they shoot. Let's see if we can hear it here. No, it just looks like Boldir is going to take control of the map. Now, all of the maps are mirrored. So, to ensure, obviously, they both get an even advantage. However, Boldir does have more control over his part of the map than Wraxell. So, I'm going to start seeing an advantage from Boldir here. As you can see in the top right, that's their total income per second for each player. Now, metal is kind of used to build things. Energy is used to shoot things, shoot like turrets and weapons, and produce metal from these buildings. Ooh, there we go, big battle here. Wraxell not paying attention. Nope, he manages to catch it in time. Another thing is, obviously, these corpses can be reclaimed for metal as well. Metal being a limited resource until you can convert your energy into metal. Another big battle. Not much is going to happen until one of these players brings out some new sort of new troop. Both producing very fast, using their commander to boost the production. Looks like we're getting some aircraft, so complete switch over from Boldir. Reclaiming his bot lab to make the aircraft carrier, sorry, the aircraft plant, and then trying to rebuild his bot lab after. Built a gunship, I think he's going to send it over to help fight this battle. Pretty good idea from Boldir. He's not going to have any anti-air. Every unit can shoot in the air. He's not paying attention though. Maybe he's just sending it into the backline. Yeah, that looks like he is. But the thing is, Wraxell is going to see that. Does know they're there. So this is not going to be insanely helpful to him. And again, all units can shoot at air this game. It just depends on the effectiveness. Obviously, anti-air units are going to be able to take out air very effectively. These laser turrets, not so much. Now, trying to... Seems to have taken out both metal extractors on that side, so that is an advantage. But it looks like Wraxell is in his side of his base. Both players trying to get as much as they can. Boldir doesn't have any answer to this force up here, but neither does Wraxell to these gunships. Just taking out all of his economy, and they're much faster than the pawns. I was going to say prawns. Wow, Wraxell just allowing this here. I mean, there's not really much he can do. He's trying to build an anti-air turret. Looks like, see, most anti-air units do just have missiles that track. I think every single one does, actually. Oh, except the flag. So, yeah, they just send out missiles. Boom. Both players be able to defend that. Looks like Boldir caused a lot more damage than Wraxell, but Wraxell does have the advantage in income. So that did not end well for Boldir there. Though he did more damage. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 metal extractors taken out. Possibly more on Boldir's side, unfortunately I didn't see. Building another bot factory. Not sure if that was a mistake or not, but we will see. One of the things in this game is if you try and put two of the same factory down, it does go, this is inefficient, or something like that, some shit like that. I can't remember, but essentially it's more efficient to help one bot lab than produce two. But I guess since Boldir wants to produce two types of units, it's going to be helpful here. Doesn't have enough resources though. The amount of resources you have affects the build time. Isn't just a straight up cost, upfront cost. It is a gradual build up. More forces here from Boldir coming in on the left side or the front side. Guess it's front. Wonderful. I'm going to try and go around and back again. To be honest, I think he could just storm right through. Again, Boldir probably doesn't know that he could do that. Seeing these laser turrets, he doesn't know where the army is. Obviously, Boldir does have full vision on the map. Oh, sorry, of Wraxell's base. Excuse me, that was my monster. Monster! I'm not a caffeine addict, I promise. Again, just more pawns, more pawns, more pawns. Not much else really going on here. Did see some anti-air units coming out from Boldir. Wraxell just starting to build that air anyway, so not going to be too effective. Where did those anti-air units go? There's one over here. One over here. Okay, so it seems like instead of building turrets, Boldir just went for the unit to kind of take over his anti-air operations. Just big lines of pawns here. Now, in this game, using kind of static defenses isn't very effective, so using units as your defense line is better. It looks like we have seen some vehicles from Wraxell over here. Just producing these blitzers. So blitzers will be stronger than pawns. They're much faster. They do more damage. I say much faster. They're not too much faster, to be honest. But the blitzers are going to have more damage than the pawns. We can actually just check how much here. So we've got 27 on the burst, 90 DPS, and we've got 27 on the burst, 90. was me thinking that the blitzes did more damage. On the stat, it doesn't say so. I guess maybe we should start. Please inform me in the comments. That is a big mistake from me. Apologies for that. I know that the main bonuses of vehicles is that they do more damage, but maybe that's just due to the kind of vehicle specification. Bots seem to have more utility than vehicles, whereas vehicles do more damage. That makes more sense, rather than the Blitz doing more damage. Looks like a tier 2 transformation, so that's a big deal for this game. That's going to mean that we are going to see more economy from Boldir's side, and we're also going to be seeing, as you can see, he's building a tier 2 metal extractor, which is going to give him 4 times more metal. We're also going to see better units, much better units. Now, it is very costly to build those tier 2 units. Definitely worth it, as we're going to see from Boldir here. If he can get one of those welders he's building to the front lines, that would be amazing. These kind of shoot lightning that chain across enemies. Not very far though. Oh, we've already got a fat boy though. The big fatty. The big boy coming in. Blow up some units. It's not very fast though, so it's not going to be able to catch up with this force, so I think that's why Wraxell is just sending his units in. No point in trying to get them to stick around that fat boy because they're just going to get killed. Just send them in, do as much damage as you possibly can. Boldir doing a very good job at microing though, sending the units back. Able to take out quite a lot of the forces. These laser turrets will be able to defend, especially with these welders behind them. Now the welders are going in. Will be easily able to take out that, especially since that's about to get boom blown up by the fat boy there. Again, that fat boy could accidentally hit these welders. It won't kill them instantly. Oh, we've got a tier 2 transformation from Wraxell as well. Looks like it just came out. Doesn't have tier 2 production, but just produced the units to defend himself. Wraxell chilling on metal and energy though, so this is completely fine. Just trying to get this Jaguars out, which do also the chain lightning. And are going to be a little bit more effective than the welders. 205 DPS there, 129 DPS from the welder. So again, the vehicles are more powerful, except for the Blitz. Do know that now. Just Blitz is faster. Oh, perfect shot from the fat boy. You never see that. You never see that at all. That is amazing. What a shot. Absolutely fine. Now this game is getting a little bit more interesting. For some reason, air construction units in the middle of the map. I think there was some sneaky building from Wraxell, attempted building. I think it's destroyed. Looks like Boldir's just kind of sat on top of this hill and stopping Wraxell from expanding. Got some Jaguars going into the middle. That Jaguar probably actually just lost to the welder, unfortunately. Now we've got a bull, my favourite unit in this game. Build up. Sorry, my tongue tickled. My tongue. Yes, so we've got a heavy assault tank. Beautiful unit. Absolutely love this unit. If you stack them up, you can just destroy everything. But by themselves, they're pretty effective. Looks like Boldir's trying to take out these Jaguars without taking too much economy damage. At this stage in the game, if we have some tier 2 energy, these windmills are not going to matter too much. But it doesn't look like we have yet. Just the tier 2 metal from Boldir, sorry. Now, this is going to be converting Wraxell's energy into metal here, so that's going to be very useful, especially since he doesn't have control over here. Got some walls coming up. You don't really see these. Quite expensive, but effective against tier 1 units. The next tier of units, tier 3, can actually just walk straight through those. Looks like the fat boy is coming in. Wraxell, invisible. Did just get hit. Can't tell. Boldir cannot see that. Just got his fat boy sniped by the commander, using his disintegration ray. The D gun one-shots every single type of unit in the game. At the risk, obviously, your commander dying. Uh-oh. This could be dangerous. And it looks like the commander is going to die here. That is unfortunate for Wraxell. Outclassed by Boldir. Wonderful, neat game. Very average. Not anything special, but good to see. Kind of macro and micro from both the players there. And very good, efficient use of resources from both players as well. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment below. That's the most important thing to me. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know how I can improve. And tell me how your day's going. Something like that. But leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.